Howdy, and welcome to Book Your Give Here. We're Travel That Gives. I'm Lulu Lima, your chief travel guru. I hope this episode of Dream Now Travel Later inspires you to travel, and I invite you to give us the opportunity to help plan your next memorable trip. So grab your popcorn and enjoy.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this amazing Monday where everything is Iriman. We are in Jamaica. We are going to be exploring the beautiful heartbeat of what they call the world. It's awesome. Love Jamaica and everything because, after all, it is Iri. And I do enjoy being there. So with that, Tamara Christie is with me today, and she is from Visit Jamaica, and she's going to really indulge us today on everything Jamaican. So take it away.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. And thank you so much, Lulu, for this wonderful opportunity to reach out across Facebook. It's certainly a wonderful way to introduce the heartbeat of the world, Jamaica. And it's just a beautiful island. If we move along, we can see that Jamaica is truly the pearl of the Caribbean. And it's so easy to get to. Our island is completely surrounded by the Caribbean Sea. And of course, that makes us great in terms of location. Proper, lovely real estate, because every day is a beach day. Now, yeah, absolutely. Everything is airy on that lovely island too.
Yeah.
Lots of beautiful beaches. But before you can get there, you definitely need to fill out your travel authorization form, which is available to you 72 hours prior to your flight departure. So this you can fill out before you go to Jamaica.
And this is awesome, guys. So as I'm doing your itinerary for you guys, I will remind you of this. So that way, you've got to do it on a specific date and time. All of the information will be given to you as I build your itinerary.
Absolutely. And this is just, you'll get approval within a few minutes. So it's just so easy, and it takes care of all that immigration documents that you normally fill out as well. So that's all there. Now, getting to Jamaica is super easy from the USA or Canada or wherever you're coming from. So many non-stop flights. And if you are behind the gateway, it's so easy to connect. We have a flight for you to Jamaica.
Absolutely. And there are a number of cities also that we do have charter flights when I work with certain vendors. So keep that in mind as well, because we do have opportunities where certain gateways may actually have direct flights.
Absolutely.
One of the things that I love about arriving into basically into Jamaica is Club Mobay. And so I got to tell you that I loved having a sign with my name on it. And I skipped everybody else in line.
The VIP suite.
Yes, absolutely.
And once you
find it not only in Club Mobay, but you also have Club Kingston as well. So both airports have it.
Truly, that's right. And once you do it, you're so pampered. You wonder, how is it that I used to fly without this service? And you always want to book it the next time you travel. So that's the great thing.
Yeah. And
it's great for family.
I always offer this to you. I don't recommend booking Jamaica without it, because then you just spend so much time in the airport, especially now with all of the COVID rules and everything else. This will help you expedite.
Absolutely. It's truly a great service. What I love about it is they fast track you through immigrations and customs. So once you're met with that sign, they take you straight through. So you don't have to join any lines. You know how it is sometimes when you fly into an airport, when there are numerous flights in that particular time period, you bypass all of that and you have someone escorting you like a VIP. So that's Club Kingston, which Lulu mentioned earlier. And they're great with business travelers. They're great with leisure travelers. And they have a premium bar on the inside of the lounge that they escort you to once you're done with arrivals. And then they even have a departure service as well. So, that's just a great service.
And that departure service, I gotta tell you, is awesome.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, that's
they do the very same thing.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Now we're going to take a look.
So let's start going into Montego Bay. So
absolutely.
I love the map that you've given here because it really gives us a highlight of all the different areas of the country. And we're going to be exploring. You're going to see this map throughout our presentation a little bit, but you're going to be able to see all the different moving pieces. So if you weren't sure where something is, follow along with us because you're going to find out that there's a lot of fun places throughout the country to enjoy. So Montego Bay obviously is the closest to the airport. And really has so many different, different beaches here, as well as golf courses. I didn't realize you had 4.
In fact, we have 5 championship golf courses in Montego Bay alone. So that is just amazing, right? So all of you people who love to go, all you golf pros, it's excellent. And we do have championship golf tournaments as well throughout the year. So it's excellent. And some of the properties, the all-inclusive resorts, are located right next door to the golf course. So it's a beautiful golfing community and it overlooks the Caribbean Sea. So Montego Bay, of course, is the complete resort area where you have a chance to explore things for families. It's great for romance. And of course, you're seeing that golf course there. Great accommodations as well.
And so, and the beauty about all of this is that no matter where you are on the island, you're going to find amazing natural beauty. There's great dining and beach parties galore.
Absolutely. Great food, fresh catch of the day, because we're on the island. We have our fishermen that go out and bring back that fresh fish, not frozen, fresh catch of the day. And right there, you're taking a look at rafting on a floating bamboo raft down a river. Do this and all of your troubles melt away. You'll feel so relaxed. I've done it numerous times and it's just an awesome feeling. And there's nothing that can beat a party on the beach, right?
Of course, absolutely. And we certainly need it. And so right now there's a number of attractions that because of COVID may not be open, but we want to share them with you because you may be wanting to plan, in Q4 or going into 2021. And we really want to show you some great opportunities here. So did you know that you could ride seahorses? I didn't.
And they absolutely love the water. I've done this tour, and I tell you, once they're getting close to the beach, you feel that pep in their step, and they know they're going to swim. So it's absolutely joyous for everyone, and all the horses too. They enjoy it. It's a good experience.
That's awesome. So Stush in the Bush, tell us about this.
Stush in the bush. In Jamaica, stush means posh. I used to be called that a lot. So, it's really a great experience. You feel like you're on an island getting away. And it's really a holistic health, wellness. All the food there is definitely farm to table, organic, really a beautiful experience. And the food is delightful.
So definitely experience for those of us who are into wellness. We really want to have this experience because this is something that's unique to the island.
Yes, it is. It's one of the experiences you can't get in many places. But of course, you have zip lining through a rainforest in Jamaica. Jamaica is so green and lush. You zip line over rivers and streams, and it's just really great. And the guides, I tell you, that are in Jamaica, they can't wait to tell you about our history, and they enjoy just telling you about the flora and fauna that you see around you. So it's really an educational and just fun experience. Also, we go off the beaten path when you can do quad biking. Get ready to get down and dirty and just have fun, not a care in the world, as we
I
say.
love it. I truly love it. So we talked about the river rafting earlier. And so, here's a little bit of a close-up in terms of what the raft actually looks like. So you really can, just lay there and let somebody else, take you on a ride.
Yes, this in fact looks like a nice raft spa experience there that they're enjoying. It's great for couples. Sometimes you'll have two parents and a child on the raft. So it's really a lovely experience. And of course, you're going through areas that have a great historical story behind it. And the guides that are there, the rafters, they are strong and powerful. Many of them have been around for many years, and they can't wait to tell you about the entire area that you're rafting through.
And that's awesome. And there's a lot of craft markets. And so all of these craft markets most of the stuff is actually handmade.
Absolutely. Yeah. And a lot of mahogany wood, or, lots of the wood that's there, the redwood that's located right there on the island. So you're bringing back home a piece of Jamaica with you, and you can bargain.
And one of the beautiful things about this is that you're actually helping the locals, because these are entrepreneurs like myself who, small businesses, and really you're using their art to sustain themselves. So great opportunity for being able to give back and helping have sustainable travel.
Yeah, especially to get things that are one of a kind. You don't really find that type of art in many places.
Yes.
So what you're looking at now is a tour of one of the oldest places in Jamaica. This is the Falmouth Heritage Tour. And if you look down on the lower left, you see Prince Harry there. He's enjoying that tour. And that speaks volumes for the tour because it's very professionally executed and well done. You learn a lot. And Falmouth, in fact, Trelawney, that whole area, Falmouth, was one of the first places in the Western Hemisphere to have electricity and running water. So it dates back in time. So it's a lot of great history. A lot of the buildings there have been there for many years as well.
That's
moving
awesome. Moving on to Negril now. So Negril is it's actually on the southern coast, the northern part of the southern coast.
We say it's the westernmost tip of the island. It's on the west. So we're going west, northwest, and you're correct. North coast on the west. And this photo behind me here, it's Negril, the cliffs. And I'm gonna go on and show you a little bit more too throughout that presentation. It's just beautiful, majestic, and breathtaking. And once you're there, you just feel like you're definitely on a paradise island. So some of the things that you can enjoy: beaches. We have 7 miles of beautiful beach stretch. Some are more private, like the Bloody Bay Beach, which is a huge cove feature. And then you have that 7 mile stretch of beach that has a lot of activity, from water sports to live reggae bands nightly on that beach. So if you're walking along that beach, you'll enjoy a reggae band. Really great. And restaurants that you get some authentic Jamaican meals. So we're taking a look there at
That's
River.
The part I like best.
Yeah, of course. Try out the Jamaican jerk. We jerk chicken, lobster, fish, sweet potatoes, everything. And then, of course, the Jamaican beef patty is just something to enjoy. Taking a look there, you're seeing we have a nightclub there in Negril. It's great for ecotourism, for those who want to go and enjoy nature and learn a little bit. So we're looking at Bloody Bay Beach, which is a part of the 7 mile beach from the sky. And you see how huge it is. So that's to tell you, it's beach galore in Negril. So if someone just wants a beachy vacation, they'll get that in Negril.
Absolutely. And it's so beautiful. The waters are so calm.
Yes. Yeah.
And I love the Caribbean Sea just really is it's not an overwhelming, like the Pacific. So it's one of the beautiful things that I love about Jamaica. It's the calmness of the waters and the beauty, and you really just can't get enough of it.
Yeah, we're completely surrounded by the Caribbean Sea, so that's what makes one of the features that make our island so beautiful. So taking a quick look at some of the attractions to be found in Negril. Okay, so this is an attraction in and of itself, and that's the beautiful layout of the landscape, the cliffside of Negril. Now, the cliffside of Negril does not have beaches, but who needs to have a beach when you have that beautiful, spectacular view, and you can swim in it as well? They have ladders. Some of them go all the way out into the sea, and you enjoy that. It's a rustic feel. You definitely feel islandy. And they also allow you to head down to the beach if you would like. So you have the best of both worlds.
That's awesome. And then you've got Rick's Cafe right on the water.
There you go. Rick's Cafe, just spectacular. The best sunsets. You can have the orange glow that comes from the sunset on the west. It's just amazing. Everyone just focuses on that sunset, and then the reggae band starts to play that serenade to the sun. It's just amazing. Everyone enjoys it. You just feel happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the only word to explain and to let you know what feeling you get when you're right there on Rick's Cafe. And then of course you have the locals who put on a dive show for you, diving from that cliff. And then of course a lot of tourists, daredevils, do dive as well.
Yes. One of the things that I remember most that I really enjoyed was the catamaran cruises, because we went out and it was a true party boat. Mm-hmm. We had plenty of dancing and plenty of drinking and eating and all that kind of stuff. But it really was a great experience overall being on that catamaran. And just being on the Caribbean Sea, it was gorgeous.
Yes, it's like the icing to that cake. It's just what you need to feel like you're definitely enjoying a Caribbean, Jamaican beach vacation. So that's a view from a catamaran, like you mentioned.
And I love seeing the sunsets from the water. So. We talked about the seahorses earlier in Montego Bay, but you also have them in Negril. So the horses really, they love to swim. I never knew that horses love to swim as much.
They love to swim. I can tell you some stories, but they totally enjoy that water.
That's awesome. And then you also have the opportunity to swim with dolphins.
Indeed. You can swim with the dolphins in Lucy. That's an area in between Montego Bay and Negril, so you don't have to drive all the way out to Ocho Rios to enjoy the dolphins. And of course, in Negril as well, there's a lot of great beach activity, water sports activities. There's Margaritaville, also located in Negril. Island Lux Beach Park, which is a lovely beach area that has restaurants and ice cream shops, and it's a private beach, which you need to have a paid access to, but it's just amazing. It's well worth it because of all the things that are there.
Of course. And then you have some great adventure parks as well that you can truly enjoy, and you can go on safari.
Yes, absolutely. A safari. Sometimes these safaris, they really always, I should say, give you a great history of the area too. Negril has the wetlands as a backdrop. Not a lot of people know that. So, you can see a part of that wetlands that's very vital for the maintenance of the beach and the whole environment there. Jamaica is very big on protecting the environment. And this water park that we're looking at, this adventure water park, it sits right in the front of that wetland, which is right behind it. So it's really an adventure park, which allows paintballing, and you get to see the beautiful scenery, ducks and everything that's right out there. You would never believe that that's in Negril, but it's amazing.
And that's so awesome that you've got so much opportunities. So moving on the island, we're going to take a look into Ocho Rios. So Ocho Rios now is moving more easterly. And really, I mean, there's just some great opportunities overall.
Absolutely. We call this our garden parish, which has so many activities, lots of attractions and tours located in Ocho Rios. So there you're taking a look at where it's actually located in the St. Anne area, more on the northeastern side coast of the island.
Yes. And so this is a great area for the couples, for the family holidays. Obviously, there's lots of attractions in this area. And so, and you guys have lots of different hotels. I mean, there are lots of hotels and resorts throughout the island. And there's also opportunities for private villas and things like that. So depending on where you want to be on the island, we really have the opportunity to get you just about anything.
That is so true. And if lots of spice tours, you can do farm to table spice tours in this area. You can do cooking classes because the Yaman Adventure Park offers Jamaican cooking classes, so many different things you can do in that area, in addition to enjoying the beach, eating well, and just having a great time. So what you're looking at is the Dunn's River Falls. Now, this cascading waterfall, you can climb this waterfall and it gushes out right onto the Caribbean Sea. So that's what makes it amazing. A beautiful beach is located right there at Dunn's River Falls. That area where they're standing could very well be that area that's right in front of the beach. So what you're also looking at is a Sky Explorer, which is a part of the Mystic Mountain Bobsled Jamaica Tour. So this Sky Explorer goes up 700 feet above sea level. You get a beautiful view, and then you can also enjoy that bobsled on rails through the jungle.
That is an awesome activity that everybody I think should do.
Yeah, so you're seeing all that bougainvillea as the backdrop, and it's overlooking the town of Ocho Rios, the resort town, and there you see that blue hue of the Caribbean Sea. It's just amazing.
Yeah, and of course you have zip lining because there's so much nature in Jamaica that you can go zip lining pretty much everywhere. You could zip line every day that you're there and not see the entire area.
Yeah, absolutely. And you have all these beautiful flora and fauna that's growing wild, just beautiful, so you can't help but to just feel great and happy,
Yes.
And taking a look at that, what you have as well, rafting on the White River, that's there in Ocho Rios side of the island, and it's just amazing. Again, you can do rafting in pretty much all the areas, all the resort towns. Maybe not so much in Negril, but you can access it easily within a half an hour drive. So yeah, I would say from everywhere on the island, you can definitely enjoy that rafting tour. But a lot of people, when they go to Negril, they love the beach and they're so caught up with Rick's Cafe and they just too many things to do.
Of course, there are so many things to do on the island. So definitely, you want to kind of keep that in mind, how many days you're there and how many activities you've been doing. And of course, there's ATVing and all the dirt bikes and everything else. And again, we have the beautiful craft markets that you're going to find.
Yes.
The Golden Eye, let's talk about that because that's something that's different.
Golden Eye is actually a resort. It's not necessarily all inclusive. but it's just beautiful. Chris Blackwell, it's owned by Chris Blackwell, who was the manager for Bob Marley. So, there's just so many things that's synonymous with GoldenEye, including Bond, James Bond.
Yes. That's why I wanted to talk about it. I was like,
right.
Oh, what makes this so different and so wonderful?
A lot of the James Bond novels were written right there. And they've also got that exact room where those novels were written,
Yeah.
All, I should say, of the novels were written in Jamaica. So there's so much history, and you will learn a lot about that history too.
That's awesome. And so now we're moving into Port Antonio. And one of the things that I love about Port Antonio is that while it's on the eastern coast, on the northern eastern coast, it also is very secluded. It's really for those people who want to have a true off the beaten path adventure.
That is true. No all-inclusives there at the moment, but you will never feel you won't miss it, because the person who goes there, they're looking for total relaxation. They'll have great food, absolutely great food, beautiful beaches, just a great escape. Tourism began actually for Jamaica in this side of the island, Port Antonio. And a lot of the James Bond movies were filmed in this area as well. You can do rafting here too. The Blue Lagoon is located in Port Antonio. Yeah. Port Antonio is said where jerk was first, became popular. We also have a jerk festival in Port Antonio annually. And it's the only area on the island that you will get a little bit enough surf to do some surfing.
That's awesome. And right. So, but again, I love the area because it doesn't have the all-inclusive. So it's got very small, unique accommodations. It's very private. So for those of you guys who are looking for social distancing and everything else, you really are going to find a lot of that right here. And so it's something that allows you to connect with nature. And it's not an all-inclusive property. However, if you want an all-inclusive property, there's plenty of that throughout the island. But this particular section, I just want to highlight, it really is about being off the beaten path.
Yes, and continuing on your topic of social distancing, I have to mention that Jamaica is very COVID resilient, and we pride ourselves of being one of the safest places you can travel during this time. So we're there for you. So we're taking a look there. We're seeing a beautiful river rafting again on the Rio Grande. This is amazing because they actually offer lunch with this tour. It's just going out camping and then getting on that raft and continuing on along your journey. So it's just really great. Of course, it's great for wellness, a lot of relaxation, just a really beautiful retreat, beautiful beaches too, to enjoy some yoga and just soak up the sunshine.
And because this area also has smaller properties, if you are looking to do a buyout, maybe because you want to have your own retreat, or it's just, a small destination wedding or something like that, and you just want it to be your folks and nobody else, these are great areas for that.
Absolutely.
So moving on, let's do Kingston. So yes, Kingston, now we're moving into the south of the island. And so, and this is a great place because this really has a lot more areas for art and culture. And obviously it has a different vibe and feel than Montego Bay and everything else, but it's something that everybody should absolutely explore. And because now you have a new highway connecting Ocho Rios, it makes the transfer time really much less.
That is true. And Kingston is the capital of Jamaica. It's definitely the heartbeat of our little island. And a lot of our corporate offices are located here. Our government is located here. A lot of galleries, art galleries, historical areas. This is where reggae was born. So Bob Marley recorded his reggae music there in Kingston. A lot of people who are flying into Kingston, they're flying in for business, for example. It's our central bank is located there. So there are no all-inclusives in Kingston, but you'll find, say, a Marriott, a Hilton, those types of hotels, which are predominantly bed and breakfasts. The Blue Mountains is located in Kingston. So, it offers a beautiful backdrop. And of course, flying into Jamaica, you just realize how mountainous and beautiful it is. But on the Blue Mountains, you can do either the hiking or the bicycling tour. That's the look of Kingston at night. Yes. So you'll find a lot of nightclubs, a lot of restaurants, and they have a really good feel. It's more metropolitan island style,
Absolutely. And one of the things that I do love is that you guys have tons of festivals.
Many festivals. And this is Carnival, Jamaica Carnival, for example. Of course, Reggae Sumfest is usually in Montego Bay. We have the Carnival, Reggae Carnival in Kingston, and there's so many other festivals as well. We have a literary festival on the South Coast called Calabash. So here we're taking a look at the Bob Marley Museum. And of course, we also have a Trench Town tour where you get to see where Bob Marley lived. But this is Bob Marley Museum, and this is one of the homes Bob Marley had when he was really good when his reggae took off, very successful in his music. So this museum is really great, giving you a great history of Bob Marley. Of course, his birthplace was in Ocho Rios, and you can do that tour as well. It's called 9 Mile.
Beautiful. And so one of the things that I love about the area too is that you guys have amazing coffee.
Absolutely.
I think pretty much Blue Mountains.
The Blue Mountains coffee. Jamaicans, we really love our coffee. It's different. It's a different taste. It's a nice, smooth taste. Very, very popular.
Yes. So definitely having an opportunity to go to a coffee plantation and just getting vibes and stacking up
table experience. Yeah. A real farm to table experience. And this, you're taking a look at Port Royal, which also has great history to it. Of course, this is the inspiration for Pirates of the Caribbean with Captain Henry Morgan. He was, of course, in Jamaica as well. And that's the actual Port Royal, which the movie is based off of. Henry Morgan was a privateer or buccaneer or pirate that plundered. And of course, Port Royal was his home.
And that's awesome. So as we move on, we're going to go into the South Coast. There's so much to explore in Jamaica. I'm just like, I feel like, there's never going to be enough time. You have to almost do, like 2 weeks on the island so that you can just explore little bits and pieces of every single town.
Or just keep making many trips.
That too. You can certainly make, every time you make a trip, you go to a different section.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
It definitely is, again, a lot of different things. I love the area for the rums. Obviously, because you guys, Jamaican rum is always awesome, and especially, having a rum cake is one of my favorites to enjoy.
Yes. We do a spicy rum fruit cake, which is awesome. And on top of that, we also have our rum liqueur, which you can sample at the Appleton Estate when you do that Appleton Estate tour. It's amazing to see that the way they store the rum, the old-fashioned way, in the rum barrels too. And they give you a great history of the area while you're touring. So the best part, of course, is sampling.
Yes, I agree. You must have a sample. So talking about the attractions, you have the YS Falls here.
And
you do. And this is absolutely
Duns River. Similar to Duns River, a little bit different in that it's in a garden setting, whereas Duns River Falls is on the beach. So that's amazing, huh? So the Wyeth Falls is there. They give you a great tour of the entire area, acres of land, and it includes lunch as well. And they tell you, of course, a lot about the history of the area. The Black River Safari, which is the longest navigable river on the island, is amazing, where you see our Jamaican friendly crocodiles.
I love how you call them friendly. They don't
crocodile
fight,
or
do they?
two. No, they don't, but don't try feeding them. Leave that to the guide. So it's really a great experience. It's called the Black River because of the peat sediment at the bottom of the river. It's really crystal clear water, but that peat ignites when it gets really hot. So it's amazing. So there we're seeing a little bit more of the Joy Spence experience when you do that Appleton Rum tour, which is right there again in the South Coast. Mind you, the South Coast of the island has white sand beaches as well as black sand beaches. So it's amazing.
Contrast. It's so awesome.
Yes, indeed. So what we're looking at here is the Pelican Bar, which is a quirky, very charming bar that's sitting out there on a sand barge out there in the water. You need to access it by boat. So it's right out there in the Caribbean Sea, very rustic feel. So you definitely get that Irish Jamaican island experience.
Yep, and everybody leaves a little taste of something, of they were here kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, and here's just another view of the Pelican Bar, so you can, see exactly the adventure that you would have. Definitely something that everybody should experience at least once.
Yeah.
So we talked earlier about festivals, and so there's a lot of different festivals that happen in Jamaica throughout the year. So here's just a few of them that you can obviously read through. But Jamaica's a party. I mean, it's just about partying and about enjoying life, and about being happy. And I think that we should, especially now during all these times that we've been locked up and everything else, we should take a little bit of their culture and remind ourselves that we need to be, just loosen up and just enjoy.
Indeed, just be irie.
Exactly. Be irie, man. Be irie.
Yeah, we say once you're in Jamaica, you definitely feel the vibe, and you feel it once you're there, you're immersed in it, and when it's time to go, you don't want to go.
Yes, agreed, very much. So lots of also athletic events for those of you guys who want to travel and do maybe a marathon or half or a full marathon or things like that. So great opportunities, again, for triathlons as well. And you've got a lot of culinary events. So the island itself is known for many different culinary opportunities. And so here are some where you can actually really enjoy that food and that taste and have that gastronomic adventure and cultural immersion through food.
Absolutely. So, seafood events. Yeah, absolutely. Seafood events, Blue Mountain Coffee festivals, just all the types of festivals you can think of is right there.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that I like to let everybody know is that I do help you plan any of your romance travel, whether it's your destination weddings or vow renewals or things like that. So the island really does have great opportunities for this, not only because of the amazing views and the sand, but also because it's very easy to get married here. So for those of you guys who are looking to, get hitched, here's basically all of the rules that you're going to need. And I'll walk you through all of those moving pieces. But definitely, it's a very simple process, and you can enjoy, celebrating your life, right? Starting your new chapter.
And it's legal in the USA.
Yes, and that's super important. Jamaica also has a lot of family activities. So we talked about the bobsledding earlier. So this is something that everybody can easily do. And enjoy, right? You're gonna have a beautiful view as you're doing all of this, and exploring some of this stuff. But also the kids love, to have paint, to do the paintball and things like that. And it's all there. It's all in one place, and it's a memory of a lifetime for them. So, and of course, having the cool run-ins and the water parks are awesome.
That's right. A lot of fun family activities. And a lot of the resorts, if you have little ones, they have nannies that will take care of the kids as well. And a lot of the resort activities keep children in mind, and a lot of the off-the-resort activities are very family friendly.
And so we really kind of want to highlight a lot of the different resorts. So there's different all-inclusives, there's private bed and breakfasts, there's villas, there's homes. So really whatever you guys need, we certainly have the ability to curate that for you. So it's a really exciting piece of the puzzle all the way around. I'm just so excited, and this has been an absolutely amazing presentation here, and I feel like I'm almost at Jamaica. I just just a couple more steps, and so, but we'll certainly Jamaica is open, as we mentioned earlier. You do need a COVID test, so that way that you're going to be nice and able to travel. And really, once you fill out your paperwork, it's going to be super easy. So if you think you're ready to start exploring and ready to go, let's start planning. This is definitely the time.
Yeah,
I'd love to ask you. I'd love to ask you, Tamara. Do you have any other points or anything else that you'd like to tell the viewers?
Just bear in mind that Jamaica is a fun-loving destination. So once you're going, be prepared to sample some food that you might not necessarily be used to. It's all great food. We've got some great chefs. Ackee and saltfish, or ackee and codfish, for example, is our national dish. Try it. You won't be disappointed. You'll be happily surprised. Try the Jamaican jerk. Try the beef patties. Go out and explore. Do a tour. Of course, do Club Mobay. And of course, your travel advisor, Lulu, is filled with a lot of information. She'll guide you along the way. Just get ready to have fun. Get ready to relax. You'll find what you're looking for on that island.
So, oh my God, that is so awesome. And we really need that positiveness and that Jamaican feel. So thank you so much for being with us today. That was super awesome. And for you guys who are ready, I'm ready for you. So let's have that conversation. Thank you so much. And namaste until the next time. Bye, everybody.
Namaste. Bye.